Hello people, Austin50 here, and this is another one of them food for thought videos like I've been doing lately, to be honest. And one thing that's been playing on my mind lately is the Kingmaker system, which we seem to all live in. By Kingmaker system, it means it's very similar to, well, it goes hand in hand with pretty much capitalism, for example, where the rich get richer, the poor stay poor, and that's because the kingmaker system in like a capitalistic society kind of makes that happen. Now, you lot are probably thinking, what are you talking about? What the hell is a kingmaker system? Hell, I'm just going to use Twitch, for example. You know, Twitch, the gaming streaming, service which people use or try to use. For example, if you're streaming, for example, let's just say the new Forza game, and there's 50 other people streaming the same game, well, the person with the most views is always going to stay on top and get more views, and the person at the bottom with no views is going to be lucky to even get one or two views because no one's going to view their page. So, yes. And there's the kind of hacks in a Kingmaker system. So let's just say, for example, you are a rich person. You can buy view bots, which can, view your, stream. And by viewing their stream, it's going to, like, bring their stream to the top of the page, top of the leaderboard. And they're going to attract actual people to watch their videos. Sorry, not videos, streams. And the person at the bottom, which doesn't have the money to buy these robots, is always going to stay at the bottom because they'll be very lucky if anyone actually wants to watch the stream. Okay? So we can kind of apply that system to the real life system, which is an absolute crock of bullshit, in my fucking opinion. So, for example, if you're poor, you actually have no money whatsoever, and you can't actually do anything about that most of the time unless you save, keep saving money. If you're lucky enough to actually do that, if you're in like an unfortunate situation where you can't do that, where every time you go to work it's just enough to pay your bills and feed yourself, you're not going to save any money. And let's just say, for example, we're in this kingmaker system, you're at the bottom of it, let's just say you hate your job and you can't afford to take the risk to leave your job to do a different job. You're stuck at the bottom of the kingmaker system because you have to keep going in an endless cycle of misery for virtually no reason. There isn't a reason because there's going to be no end goal because it's just going to be the same goddamn thing till you eventually do retire. And the retirement age in the UK has gone up to 68, 69, which is absolute load of bullshit, which means I've got to put in near enough another 30 years of the same cycle because I seem to be stuck in the bottom of the Kingmaker system within itself. I can't really do much about it just yet. Now, there are people at the top of the Kingmaker system which were probably born into money, so they've always had money, so they've always been able to do whatever they want to do. So when you're at the top of the Kingmaker system, you have the ability to make changes in your life, which can be for the better of yourself and other people, because the world seems to revolve around currency such as money or whatever, or stuff like Bitcoin or whatever. Everything revolves around numbers, which is absolutely ridiculous. How can you like base something and someone's value on numbers on a screen? It just absolutely blogs my mind. This shouldn't even be a thing, but it's something that us humans have been doing for so long. It's the only thing we actually fucking know to do. And sadly, money does make the world go around. So if you think of the kingmaker system in a capitalistic society, they kind of go hand in hand and kind of join together, but no one will admit this. So, for example, this is just an analogy. Say you have created, let's just say, four people have put pen to paper and they can actually create a spaceship. Yay! They can do that. And there'll probably only be one of them which are lucky enough to get the right backing to put their spaceship into production and actually, get it built and get it sold and build a mass corporation around this spaceship and build more, because they were lucky enough in this Kingmaker system to move up. And this person, whoever would have done this, is so deserving because they probably put the graft in to actually do it, to actually get to the point where they're at. So they're now at the top of the Kingmaker system, whereas all the other creators, or potential creators, are still at the bottom of the Kingmaker system because they weren't lucky. So what I'm trying to say is, people, in life, to actually break away from this Kingmaker system, I feel as though you have to be more lucky than skilled in this world. It's all based on luck. because there's that many people on this planet. Not everyone's going to be at the top of the Kingmaker system. People are going to be in the middle or at the very bottom. Like, for example, me, I'd say I'm in the middle of the Kingmaker system ish, just about touching the middle, because I've got, good material things. I've got things. I'm not poor. I can eat. But I'm just a regular basic person. I can't see myself breaking out from the middle of the Kingmaker system to move my way up. This is a good analogy. This is actually a good one. I don't even script these videos, and this is good. I play Overwatch, okay, people. And for example, I can grind on Overwatch doing competitive matches, and let's just say I'm stuck in silver. Yes, silver. I can't move up, and it doesn't matter how my playstyle is because the matchmaking system seems to screw me every time. Simply because I have to rely on my teammates as well as myself to move up in the brackets if I want to get to gold. So I've been in silver for fuck knows how long. Actually, I think I'm back down to bronze now, simply because again, the Kingmaker system builds inside gaming as well, which is absolutely fucking ridiculous. So I could be playing extremely well. But then all of a sudden my team are playing extremely poor. So if they're playing extremely poor, they're kind of dragging me down with them because there's only so much I can do because Overwatch is a role-based game. So I could be playing my role really well, and someone might be playing their role horrifically. And it's going to affect me and bring me down. So what I'm saying is, people, is if you can take an analogy. Why can't I say that word? Anyway, so you can take that and then put it in the real world. So let's just say, for example, you're doing extremely well at work, you're doing extremely well in real life, you're finally breaking out of this Kingmaker system and you're moving up. And then all it takes is a number of other people to bring you down, away from the Kingmaker system, away from your goal. Let's just go back to what I was saying about the spaceship thing. Let's just say they created a spaceship and it's going into development. Everything's going really well. And then the people that are building the ship, they screw everything up. And then the ship never gets sold and it brings you back down again. And then it's just been time and effort and money and your sanity. It's just been wasted trying to achieve your dream and you can't do it because everything was going well for yourself, but then a group of other people have screwed that up for you and brought you back down again. So they're the harsh realities of the Kingmaker system. And then it's just difficult to break out of it because we're kind of all stuck in this system and we can't really do anything about it. And sadly, this is how the world seems to revolve. And then you get some undeserving people which are at the top of the Kingmaker system because they were born into born into luck where they were already on top. So, for example, if I myself, I'm single. Let's say if I want to get a girlfriend or something. Well, if I'm at the bottom of the Kingmaker system, I'm not going to get one because I don't have the materialistic values to give to somebody. But let's just say if I was at the top of the Kingmaker system and I'm a billionaire, then I'd stand a lot better chance in that department, wouldn't I? Because I have a lot of material things I could pass on to someone and make them just as happy as I would be. But where I am now, I'm stuck in a position where I can't seem to move up out of the Kingmaker system. I'm still stuck in the middle of it. It doesn't matter whatever I do, I'm still stuck. And this isn't just me. There's a lot of other people out there which are in the same boat. So we just got to find a way how to move away from the system as humans we are, if that makes any sense. But again, I can't see this ever changing. We're going to be stuck into this Kingmaker system for the rest of our lives unless something bad happens. But when something bad does happen, like when the pandemic happened or something like that, countries go into recession sort of thing where they don't have enough money to do stuff. Whereas people get taxed more, your bills go up, everything goes up, even milk in the shop goes up in price. So when things do kind of crumble a bit within this society, which we use, the Kingmaker system, capitalism, when things go bad, it kind of goes bad for the people at the bottom first of the Kingmaker system, then it does to the people on top. Because these people are so far on top, they don't even need to know what a pint of milk actually costs because they can just buy gallons of the stuff and without even blinking their eyes because they don't need to know how much it costs because they're already on top. They've already made it. They didn't have to do anything, some people. They were just lucky they got there. Some people do deserve to be at the top, but a lot of people don't. What I'm saying is, let's just say someone's grandfather was a millionaire, then they've got a load of shit-nosed grandkids, which seem to inherit all their money. So they never have to actually work in their lives. They never actually have to do anything. They can drive whatever car they actually want. They can buy whatever house they want. They can fuck whatever girl they want. Whereas the person at the bottom, you could just be driving a piece of shit car all your life and living in a fucking squalid with nobody to come home to because you're stuck at the bottom of that system. Now, this is where video games are fantastic because when you are stuck at the bottom of this system, at least you can play a game and kind of zone out for a bit. You can actually change your reality temporarily. For example, if I'm playing the new Forza game, I'm driving a Ford Mustang. That's my favorite car, which I'll never own because of where I'm stuck in this Kingmaker system. I didn't mean to make this video about myself. Basically, I'm just using myself as an analogy. Yes, I said the word that time. Fantastic. But yeah, it's this. I think you all know where I'm coming from. It's just literally a food for thought video because I'm just trying to say how I see the world and how it actually seems to be. And I'm not trying to. This isn't a video where sympathize with me. I just kind of started ranting because I couldn't be bothered thinking of another analogy to use because I don't script these videos. But yeah, we are kind of stuck in this system, and a lot of people actually don't believe it, but it is absolutely true. Uh, and you'll notice that because, for example, people at the bottom of the system, they don't have as many friends as the people at the top of the system. But the problem is being at the top of the system is there's more knives in your back because everybody wants what you have. So you might have like so many fake friends when you're at top of the system, but at the bottom of the system, you might actually have some genuinely loyal friends and people. So I feel as though there's some pros and cons. For example, when people actually do win the lottery and they can buy their way out of the Kingmaker system, because that's what money does, it buys you out of it, it buys you out of the system. So, but then all of a sudden, a lot of people get in touch with you and you're like, hi. All of a sudden, people come out of the woodworks when you've got some money and they actually want something from you and you can see it a mile away and you just know. And then you've got to spend the rest of your life thinking, are these people actually genuine or not genuine? Do they actually want to help me or do they just want to lead me on so they get something from me? Like currency. So they can break out of the Kingmaker system because in this system we live in, which goes hand in hand with capitalism, we all want out. We all want to escape from it. It's like escaping from the Matrix. We don't want to do our boring, mundane lives. We want to be on top so we can just wake up whenever we want, do whatever we want, and go anywhere we want. But a lot of us can't actually do that. And we all want to break out of the system. And as humans, we probably would use people to get out of the system. See, I wouldn't because I already know what's going on in this system. So I'm just going to say I wouldn't do that. But other people would do that. So at least if you're at the bottom of this Kingmaker system, you're going to, you're going to actually meet some genuine people in your life, some actual long-term friends. And if you do meet a girlfriend or whatever, you probably will actually meet someone that genuinely loves you and that doesn't want you for any materialistic things such as currency you have, as you would be at the top of the Kingmaker system. See what I mean? I've said the word Kingmaker system quite a lot in this video, and it seems as though I'm trying to brainwash you people. No, that is not the case. I just wanted to make it abundantly clear what I'm actually trying to say, and I tried to use, can I even say this word again? Analogy. I don't struggle saying that word so much. Anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to, it's a food for thought video. AWSOM 50 out.